Hello everybody, welcome. I'm Carla Jerome with the Grace Company and I'm really excited to talk to you today about Christmas. I love Christmas. I love the decorations, I love the time of year, I love the whole spirit of Christmas, and most importantly, I love bringing my family together and making it fun and enjoyable for them. And so, to spark your creativity, I came up with an advent calendar, and it's right here. And it's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to make. And the reason I felt like I needed to do an advent calendar is we kind of lose sight of Christmas. And this will help bring us back together as a family, and it'll have activities that you can do throughout the season, for those 25 days, so that you can stay close and just remember the importance of the little things that you do during Christmas time that are so important for Christmas. It's not just so commercialized. There's a lot more to it than just the presents and getting the presents and, wanting. There's a lot of giving, and that's what this Advent calendar is going to pull in. So let me tell you where I started, okay? So let's just jump over here to the Advent calendar and notice that right here at the top, I came up with this cute little saying that says, Santa is coming, wait and see just how good I can really be. Christmas comes once a year, and with each day, fun and cheer. And so that kind of leads you into the little pockets and everything. So I want to talk to you about how I made this Advent calendar. It was real easy. I wanted it to be simple because I wanted to be quick and fast so that everybody could jump in and just quickly sew it together and give it or gift it, or even just have it hanging for Christmas. So anyway, what I did is I figured out my sizing, and I will have instructions, don't worry, online for the sizes to make each of the panel areas and the pockets. And it's just went together really quick and easy. So the first thing I did was I cut out my white background up here and my blue, and I sewed those together. And then I sewed my border on, but I went and did something a little different that I don't usually do. I quilted it. I quilted everything, the background, because I wanted it to have some sort of movement and just be really fun and whimsical. So that's what I did. I used the automation and I quilted the background. This is a little bit different background than what's on back here, because it kind of reminded me of the sky, and so I have the swirls and the stars, everything. And this has just got ornaments and gifts and, tops. And it's just really fun. And then I quilted the border with just ornaments all the way around. So I did all that before I sewed the pockets on. Then I went and I cut out all my pockets because I had this nice layout and it was very empty, so I could, kind of play with the pockets and size them how I wanted. And so what you do with the pockets is you need two pieces or one long piece that you're folding over. See, on this little pocket here, there's a fold right there. So then I'm just sewing around the edges right here, but make sure that you leave a little gap so that you can pull it right side out. And that's what I did on this little pocket here. Okay, so I sewed around it, left my little gap. Let me show you where the little opening is. It's right here. And so I didn't even whip stitch this closed. So when I took the pocket, after I quilted everything, I just took my pocket, put it back on the frame, and then I just sewed real close around the edges. Sewed it to it. But before I did that, I sewed my ribbon on to make it look like little presents. That was really easy. And then this came together so quick and so fast. I thought, oh God, it needs something. It's looking a little bare. So I had all this cute little ribbon. I just pulled a pocket and did the ribbon one direction or another, and just kind of decided as I was pulling each pocket and sewing it on, what direction I wanted the ribbon to be. So it was kind of random. So you may see two that are kind of the same, but that's okay. That's what makes it fun. And that's how it came together really quick. And you'll notice that on the 25th, I did that just different because that's the real special day. So after the pockets are all sewn on, we have our lettering. And don't worry, I'll have a PDF on the number, size, and the lettering. And so you guys can just adjust the sizing. You could make it bigger, you could make it a little smaller. It's all up to you on how you want to do it. So I used what we call heat and bond. And I like the heavy duty heat and bond. Because I think it irons on a little more secure than the intermediate stabilizer. And so use the heavy duty, and then you'll write and make sure that when you're writing, you're putting it on the right side. So see this shiny side? This is the side that you're going to iron to it, but you don't want your numbers to be backwards. So you're going to write on this side, okay? So if you're going to write on the side that you're going to peel, you're going to have to turn the number so it's backwards, so that as you're ironing on, it's going to iron on correctly. Okay, learn that the hard way. So just make sure that you're ironing. Don't go to all that work and then all of a sudden decide, oh, you ironed it on all wrong. So just make sure that you watch that, and maybe even do a little sample number or letter before you go and do all of them, so that you have in your mind how you're going to write it down and make it, so you don't make the mistakes that I have. So after that was all done, I just ironed all my numbers and my saying on there. And then I found some buttons. I thought, hey, it needs a little something else. So I found some buttons and I just glued them on. And I used just tacky glue to glue them on. But it turned out really cute. So then my next little thing was like, what are we going to do every day? Because I have 25 days to fill with fun activities and things like that. So I love Christmas. So it wasn't hard for me to quickly sit down and decide, hey, what activity could we do today? So don't worry, I have a whole list of fun activities, and you can tweak and change these if you want. It's all up to you. You can personalize it, add your traditions in. Really important for you to make it so it's conducive to your family. Now, I'm a religious person, and if you are not, you don't have to add the religion side of it into it. It doesn't matter. This is completely up to you. So for my 25 days of Christmas, here are the ideas. So I want to just make sure that you understand what this little box here and the gnome peeking is for. Okay, I felt like I needed a little box to fill with all the items or supplies that you'll need for that day's activities. That's why he says gnome peeking, because the night before that activity, you're going to fill the box with all the supplies, and they're not supposed to peek till the next day, till they go up to the calendar and they pull out day one. Okay, so day one is December 1st. And on December 1st, it's time to get the tree and decorate it. And so what you'll put in the box right here are some cute ornaments. And so ornaments are a big deal. I love Christmas ornaments, okay? But I love to personalize Christmas ornaments. So when you're going out there, don't just purchase them. Think about the person that you want to hang that ornament on the tree. So my son, he just got back from Florida. So this year, and I'm sorry I left him home. So this year I found him an ornament and he went and he tried to see the alligators, and he couldn't see them. So I found this Christmas ornament that's an alligator, and so he's going to hang that alligator on the tree. So that will really make that fun. Then my daughter, she just really likes different odd things, and so I found something that's kind of quirky for her, an ornament for her. And then my other son, he loves motorcycles and cars, so I found a motorcycle and car for him. So just personalize them, and it'll make it have a lot more fun decorating the tree if it's something that they enjoy. So that's day one, okay? And inside each of these is the little candy. So you can change it up a little bit as well. So on one of the days, you can have a different kind of candy, and that person who gets it, they get to pick something fun to do that day. It just really is so much fun. Just make it. And be excited about Christmas, because sometimes it can get a little daunting, and we can all get a little frustrated. And this is supposed to pull you out of the doldrums and make it fun and happy occasion. So on day two, okay, this is the day that we are going to clean the house and get ready for Santa. So inside your little box here, you're going to add cleaning supplies. And it'd be fun maybe if you get the rubber gloves that fit the kids so that they really feel like they're involved. Just fun. And then maybe you could take markers and mark on the gloves that's their, that's their pair, or a dust rag or something. Just make it fun. And they like to squirt, so maybe Windex and clean the windows. Who knows? So Santa can see your house. All right, so on December 3rd, we have set up the Nativity Day. And this is a really important day. It's a day that you can stop and reflect, and as you're setting up the Nativity, you can maybe think about the Savior, but if you're not religious, just fill it in with something else. Then day 4, and notice that I have the pockets kind of random, and this is a fun day. It's the Good Deeds Day. So you're going to look for ways to do good deeds, and you're going to do them secretly. You're not going to tell everybody what you're doing for them, because that just diminishes the thought of doing the good deeds. So, and you have to remember Santa's watching, so we really want to emphasize how important it is to do the good deeds without being told that you are doing it. So that's 4, and then number 5 is, it's a twofer, okay? So it's a Christmas Story Day and make Snowflake Day. So Christmas Story Day, you could watch the movie Christmas Story. You could also read some of your favorite Christmas books and Christmas stories. We all have some favorites. And then you can make snowflakes as you're sitting and watching them. And on my PDF, I have a couple of websites that you can go to find some fun ways to cut out snowflakes and decorate the house. But it's a fun way to keep the kids engaged and, get them using their hands and making new things, being creative. That's important. All right. Number 6, that's how the cookie crumbles day. So you want to make sure that in your box, you're putting in the items to make the cookies, maybe some flour, sugar, or even chocolate chips. I don't know, whatever you want, or decorating tools, or things like that to make sure that the kids are going to be engaged and have a lot of fun. And even the older kids, hey, who doesn't like a good cookie? Now, you could also have them look on the website to find cookie recipes and, make their own and then get the supplies together. But those are just fun ways that everybody can be involved. And then, number 7, and I don't have to go to this every time, so I can read right here. So then now, December 7th is All I Want for Christmas List Day, okay? So this is to get you out of the house and going to your favorite stores and just wandering. You're not buying anything, you're just wishing, okay? And they can write down, they can use their camera, take a picture of it, and it's kind of get them just thinking about what they want for Christmas. But it also gets them thinking, it's what I want, but is it really what I need? Because sometimes we don't want to be impulsive purchasers and just go out and buy, so it makes them stop and wait and really think about what their wish list is all about and how it's going to, and if that's really what they want. So that's December 7th. So December 8th is Make a Snowman Day, okay? If you don't have snow, like I know a lot of you don't, you could use marshmallows, put them in here, and pretzels. There are lots of ways. But notice here, I made a snowman out of batting. So yeah, there are fun ways that you can be creative and make a snowman. You don't need actual snow. So number 9 is one of my favorites, because who doesn't like a good cup of hot chocolate? Hot chocolate tasting day. So you could go and purchase different hot chocolates, or just use one recipe and add spices into it and make it fun and try different ways and figure out your family recipe for hot chocolate. That's a fun day. And you want to make sure that you're adding the marshmallows and all those good tasting things, maybe even a peppermint stick to make it a lot of fun. Then 11 is a good one. It's learn about other countries and their religions. So this is a fun way to get them on the internet researching about other countries, other religions, and then you want to have them try some of the games or tell some of the stories that they learned. So that's a real fun one. Number 12 is Secret Santa. We want to find somebody to do something really nice for and do the little gift, and it's their Secret Santa gift. We don't want them to tell, so Santa's going, shh, don't tell anybody. All right, and then 13, we want to think about our sweet little animals, and so it's Make a Bird Feeder Day. And so you'll just get a little pine cone, but you can look on the internet for great ideas of how to get them involved in the environment and the animals. So number 14, Skating Day. Now this one I had a lot of fun with, because sometimes you don't have an actual skating rink that you can go to. So I figured out that you could get a fun pair of socks and put them in the box, and then they could put the socks on, and on your linoleum or your wood floor you can have a skating contest and see who's the best speed skater, or who's the best twirler, or whoever does the best, and then you can award them with something fun. So you don't have to have a nice skating rink, and if you're not going outside, the weather's bad, just stay inside and make it fun. So Try Something New Day is December 15th. We want to look and try something new. This is a good way to introduce maybe a vegetable or something that they need to try and get used to, but it's just a good way to introduce something new. And now it doesn't even have to be a food, it could be an activity, something that you have never done before, and you could go and do it as a family. So, and then day 16 is Superhero Day. Superhero Day is great because I want you to watch the show Jingle All the Way. And if you've never seen it, it's a fun show with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's kind of the superhero dad. So we wanted to find their superhero. So it could be somebody in the neighborhood, it could be a grandpa or grandma, it could be just somebody who's done a lot of good, and it doesn't even have to be somebody in the family, it can be somebody outside the family. So find that hero and just kind of award them and tell them why they are your hero. And then 17 is the day that you're going to make your neighbors a treat. I don't care what it is, it's just that you get all the supplies, and you could go on the internet and decide what is the neighbor treat going to be this year. I know at my house we decide something different every year. And it's a lot of fun to engage the kids, and then they get to go around and leave them on the doorsteps or knock on the door, and it's a good way to meet your neighbors. So, and then a nice important one on December 19th is to write your letter to Santa Day. So in here you're going to put markers and paper, but we did my Christmas list so that you could cut it out, and it says something I want, something I need, something to wear, something to read, and something from Santa. So it's not all about games or anything like that. It's introducing the reading and clothing. So we've put that in there. That's a nice little template as well. Then number 20, and I've added the recipe for this as well, is to make gingerbread cookies or a gingerbread house. This is a really fun activity that gets the kids excited and maybe a little sick from all this, from all the sugars. But It's a fun day, and so I have a little template of the gingerbread house, and I also have the recipe for the gingerbread. So you can decide if you want to make cookies or if you want to do a complete house. It's a lot of fun and something that the kids will love. All right, then day 21. Okay, we have wrapping it up day. We're getting close to Christmas, so this is the day you're going to get all your wrapping paper and all your bows and wrap them all up. Then day 22 is light it up day. This is a fun day where you'll go around the neighborhood and decide whose house is lit up the very best. So it'll probably be an evening project, so you can go, or even decorated. It doesn't have to be lit up. And then award them with an award that they're the best decorated house in the neighborhood. That could be really fun. And then 23 is clean up the toys and gift to charity day. This is a really important one. Who doesn't have an overstock of toys all around the house, and how important it is to remember those who are less fortunate and gift them. So it's time to go through and weed through those toys and have them really think about, do I want it? Can I gift it? And then day 24 is get ready for Santa. This is the day that you're going to make his milk and cookies, and you're going to make sure your bedroom's all clean. You're extra good this day. And then you're going to sleep under a little blanket that, in my house, I have this little blanket that they sleep under. And it's a special little blanket, and it's for the one kid that's been especially good and this year. And so you kind of want to change it up. If you have that one golden child, that's great. They get it every year. And then the 25th is the opening day, and you want to remember to bring back the Savior into it, because that's what it's about, his birth, and then talk about, and just make it a fun day. I love Christmas, and I hope that you could see how much it means to me. I love family traditions, and I love how important they are to my family now. As they move away and go their separate ways, they always can feel that warmth and love throughout the year, and especially at Christmas time. So thank you for joining me, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also follow our Instagram and visit our website at graceframe.com, or contact your local dealer. I'm Carla, and thank you for joining me here at the Grace Company. Have a happy Christmas. Bye-bye.